people think about ballerinas, a lot of them tend to think about really thin women, and ballet companies strive for really thin female dancers, and there's so many, eating disorders and problems within the dance world, but a lot of people don't actually know the history behind this, and it's actually a lot darker than people think. During the mid-20th century, ballet became a huge international icon of Russia, and there were famous ballerinas coming out of Russia during that time. And what people do not know about this is that under their government, they were on rations, right? But there was also a food shortage and an economic decline during this time, so these rations were below adequate and could scientifically be considered starving. And of course, these ballerinas were doing so much activity, and they definitely needed more food probably than the average person, yet they were getting the same amount of food as everybody else. These rations were not enough for them or anybody, but especially not for them. So they were essentially being starved against their will. Then we have Balanchine, the icon of American ballet. He is taking these Russian ballerinas, he's influencing the American ballet, using these Russian ballerinas, they're like his muses. This is all great, culture spreads, it's fine, except he also starts idolizing these really thin Russian ballerinas, making a new standard. A lot of ballet companies began following along with this trend, and it became definitely an ideal for dancers to look like these really thin ballerinas. Again, who are kind of being starved is a problem. Essentially, the ballet world started to idolize these very thin Russians who were being starved, and they're idolizing the starvation of their own dancers, which when you put it that way, it sounds really bad, and it is really bad, and I'm really happy that the ballet world is making a lot of progress in this and being more open and accepting to all dancers of all different bodies. Food is fuel, and everybody needs it, so we shouldn't be idolizing this archaic need to be skinny, because these ballerinas probably didn't want to be that skinny either, because they literally lived under these rations that didn't give them enough food, and they probably wanted more food, but they didn't get any. And so why should we have to follow in those footsteps? Because they wouldn't want us to follow in their footsteps either.